Hello, my name is Chef Freeman. I teach baking and pastry at St. George's and want to welcome you to the program. I want to show you a couple things that I went over with the students regarding the course, and I'll show you where some things are and talk about just a few policies that I have. I will navigate to the PowerPoint that I had gone over for the students today, and I will walk you through it so you are up to speed. Curriculum, year one, we are going to be basically studying the basics of baking. After the second semester hits, we'll be covering baking two. It's a little more advanced in the basic baking overall. But the goals for this year is for students to be equipped, knowledgeable. They can read a recipe. They follow food safety, sanitation, and kitchen safety protocols. The second year, we'll advance up to custards, creams, a little more of the French style baking, laminated doughs, sweet doughs, and things like that. I was talking about the style of learning for me, coupled with a worksheet that I'll show you. And I personally am a visual learner, so I talked about what that looks like in the classroom. I know all students learn differently, and I had also mentioned that if there is any style that they like, or I'm going too fast, or they need something in chunks or broken down or more visual, that they should just pull me aside and let me know that. That way they learn at the best of their ability. But primarily it is chunking, sequencing, and modeling. And I also do a lot of hands-on, so we'll practice some things and go over that so they are up to speed. Went over the syllabus. You have a packet that was handed out to the students just for you to look through. You don't sign the packet itself. There's one sheet, verification signatures. That's the sheet I'm looking for. That's summative grade that I need back. Just saying that you read through, you understand, and have seen all the policies and what we expect here. Okay. Expectations, went through the expectation sheet that's also in that packet, talks about the areas of our department, like the classroom, we have locker rooms, the kitchen, and we just went over some do's and don'ts and expectations there. We have a no cell phone policy, and this is school-wide, statewide, and basically that's the bell. And basically, students come in at the beginning of their bell when it rings. They put their phone inside a phone box, a little phone locker. It's locked. It stays with me in the class the whole time. So if we're separate from the classroom, which is from the kitchen, and we are in the kitchen and they have an early dismissal or something like that, I have their phone with me locked up. So we want students focusing and not getting distracted. This is our grading procedures. Generally, you have down the bottom, I know this is of last year, but this is the same platform we're using. There is an assignment. There's a formative or summative attached to it. There's a point, numerical point system on that. They have on here remind, there's orientation, there is safety, and a writing assignment on here. This is again from last year, but currently they have, I believe, two assignments up, and one is the orientation packet turn-in sheet, and the other one is, I think, the Who Am I project that's coming up for them. So just wanted you to see that. Student handbook was passed out in their assembly starting today. They had signed off, but they have a physical copy of our student handbook regarding all the big hot topics with student dress, and also the cell phone policy and just every other thing too. Three clubs that we have offered here. There's Pro Start, there is Skills USA, and a brand new club starting out, Cooks and Bakers. That is the community service outreach kind of a club where students, we usually meet like once or twice a month, and there is flagship events we have in October, November, possibly December, and then in the springtime, again, community service. They're going to go and do an event where they're going to help families and children decorate cookies, cupcakes, things like that, just to reach out to the community so we can let them know who we are. this was the activity I gave them for learning styles, just so I have an idea of where they are learning-wise. Talked about attendance, how important to be on school on time, and that I'm there for them, but they need to learn punctuality and to be where they need to be on time. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions, please reach out anytime. Email is probably going to be the best. My planning period is 7th period, which is going to be later in the day around that 1:25 to like 2:10 time frame. All right, that's going to be first and second marking period, and then third and fourth marking period is going to switch to 8th period. I'll be most likely coaching golf at that time. So again, love to meet you someday, and if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks so much.